So it was Cocktail Friday again last night.
Uh-huh.
So we had what do we have? Daiquiris. We had daiquiris,
Uh-huh.
and that's rum, a little bit of syrup, and lime juice.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably knocked back like five of those. So I think I had like a third of a liter of Bacardi, a little more actually, a little over
Uh-huh.
a third. And I was like in bed, and I was like, this isn't gonna go well, and I had to just go to the toilet and just shove my fingers down my throat and go. "Ugh, ugh."
You really are a
But
little man.
there's a little mushroom in there,
Oh,
full mushroom, unchewed.
do you just like suck up mushrooms when you eat them? The
I
fuck is
guess
wrong
so.
with you?
I
What's wrong
guess I
with you,
don't.
Henry? Who hurt you?
That's a long list. We can do that next week if you want.
You know what? Hey, Henry, I got
Hey,
something to tell you. You're talking about who hurt you and all this, and I feel like I've been really
yeah,
harsh on you. So I want to let you know one thing.
yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, I gotta go.
Oh,
No, no.
and that's your episode.
And that's your episode. Oh yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to the Mostly Mediocre podcast, episode 7, I think. Yeah, 7.
Seven, yeah.
I'm your co-host Henry.
And
With me as
I'm
always is
Yash, the other co-host.
your other co-host. And today's fun topic. We decided to keep it lighthearted today. We're going to talk about torture.
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 I don't know what you're thinking. This podcast is torture, and that hurts my feelings. But
Actually, I'm kind of like, I feel like that's a nice thing to say, that we could be of use to someone somewhere.
God, I hope so.
But in other ways, I'm really realizing that might not be the best thing to be considered torture.
No, absolutely not. The best torture would be like what they did to Homer when he went to hell. Homer Simpson, of course, not Homer the poet.
Yeah,
Uh,
everyone's first thought.
everyone's first thought was probably Homer Simpson and not Homer, like the Greek writer.
Homer, the Greek writer, didn't exist, actually.
Really?
Can you prove it demonstrably that Homer
I
did indeed write his books? Wasn't there like a
the
theory that he was
Odyssey,
like a female or something? Like it wasn't actually Homer, it was like some chick who wrote it.
Marge. Yeah, whatever. So
Marguerite.
Homer goes to hell, and his punishment is like, since he's like a glutton or something, he has to like eat donuts for eternity. And so he's strapped into like this chair, and donuts are just force fed to him. And
Uh-huh.
he just loves it so much, and he just keeps. He's like um um as the donuts are just forced into his mouth.
Do you want things forced in your mouth as a form of torture, Henry? Can we get this
I
on air,
mean,
Henry? What your
get this
favorite
on
type of
here.
torture? Your ideal type of torture is getting stuff forced into your mouth,
As long as they're donuts,
as long
because
as they're
like
done.
donuts for donuts.
What if there's
Get this
something in the donut for you?
fix this camera here.
The camera
You
no
see
one
my
can see.
you can see my microphone.
I can see your gamer keyboard.
It's yours is more gamer than mine. Yours has like all different colors. Mine just has one color.
But
Gamer red.
gamer red.
Yeah, I
Was
wanted
that
to get the
fucking
white.
Power
I
Rangers? Like,
wanted to get like the gray and white one.
oh, you want to get gamer white?
Yeah.
You didn't like the other colors of gamer.
I just thought it would fit my setup better. I don't know. I have like a
Oh,
white
so you think
mouse.
that a white gamer keyboard would fit your setup better?
I just it looks.
Is that a white light switch in your background?
Yeah, all light switches are like white, aren't they?
No, have to be.
I get my microphone is white.
Wow, that's a cool story, Henry. You should tell me again.
Cool story. Did you just cool story me, bro?
Yeah, yeah, I fucking cool story to you. Because
That's
that
fucked
was
up.
a cool story, Henry. I really like that story. I
Cool
really liked,
story,
especially
bro.
when you told me about the donuts and then you went to your keyboard. That was a really great transition, and I
Yeah,
appreciate everything you do for me on a day-to-day basis.
we stay on topic here, right?
Oh yeah, torture.
Torture. Okay, so I think our plan, we're gonna go over a few different types that we found interesting, and then maybe suggest our own, a
Mm-hmm.
little fun one. So
Uh-huh.
do you want to go first, or I can start us off? What do you want
I can start off because I did
to? Okay.
promise something last episode that I'd waterboard myself on the podcast.
Yeah.
So
Did
I
you?
I, I think we're recording this like a bit later than we originally planned to record this, and that's because I'm like, okay, I'll like waterboard myself right before the podcast to see if it works, right? So I was like sitting in the shower because like I have this like our shower has like this like foot washing thing, which is like high powered water, and I put it.
That's not for your feet, man.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, are your legs just that short? Are we thinking about the right
What?
thing?
What do you? What? What?
Moving on. So I put a towel over my face, and then I just like leaned back a little, and then like put my face into like the stream of water, and nothing really happened. So then I spent like the last like 20 minutes
But were
just
you
like
holding your breath?
I just let the water consume me. I
But yeah, but like you were holding your breath, right?
Yeah, I tried to hold my breath and I didn't.
Yeah. So that's. But like when they actually do it, like you can only hold your breath for so long,
Yeah,
and
and
then
then
they keep going, and that's what makes it like
because that I thought about
torture
that, and then I like stopped holding my breath and I just like went straight. I'm like, okay, I'm letting the water come at me.
into your lungs.
I don't think okay. Here's the thing, like I'm too tall for like the foot washing thing, so I took like the shower head, like the move like the hand shower head, right? And I
Yeah.
just like I like went to like the end of the shower and like kicked back and like leaned my head back and then like put like the hand shower over my thing, over my head with like the towel. And I don't know if I waterboard myself, but I couldn't breathe for a bit and I still have water stuck up my nose. If
Yeah.
you can
So
hear my voice
basically,
here.
yeah. All nasally.
So either waterboarding isn't as painful as people say it is, or I just don't know how to waterboard. One or the other.
Yeah. We'll call the guys down to Gitmo, and they'll
Did you say
show us how
Gitmo?
it's done. Isn't that what they like the short form? Gitmo?
I don't think Guantanamo has a short form.
Gitmo.
No, no.
You're an IR, you know these things.
I don't know the short form of Guantanamo Gitmo,
Gitmo.
but I don't know. It just I only got two things out of it. One was a very damp towel, and then two was the feeling of immense disappointment that this is what I've spent my time doing.
Number 3, an erection, and you're like, ooh,
Ooh.
unlocked something here that I didn't know about myself.
I don't think I awakened anything, Henry.
Wow.
Did you awaken something by thinking of me about me getting waterboarded? Is
Well,
that your kink?
a gentleman never tells, right?
Oh. Well, why don't you angle your camera down, your video camera down? The viewers won't be able to see this, but I'll be able to verify for them. That's your mouth.
Whatever.
Okay. Well, waterboarding.
Waterboarding.
We've all seen the movies. CIA agents. You get some towels you put over their face, and then put them back like 20 degrees and pour water on their face. Honestly, waterboarding sounds kind of fun. Just
Yeah.
you think
If,
about it.
if someone told me they're going waterboarding at Guantanamo Bay, I'd be like, have a good time,
Yeah,
honestly.
it's like sick. Can I
Sounds like
come?
fun. Yeah.
Like, God, my nose starting to hurt. Um, but yeah, it's like pretty fun. Pretty fun. I feel like though I was disappointed, I felt like a fool. This was a once in a lifetime experience, maybe, because I don't think I'm gonna like try and waterboard myself ever again. And I don't think I'm gonna get waterboarded for any reason. So help me God.
So help
So
you God.
I can say that I don't think many other people can say, but I've been waterboarded. Maybe not successfully, but I have. Do you think
For sure.
do you think you'll be able to say you've been waterboarded, Henry?
I mean, I hope to God not, because like once again I'll
He says that as he covers his
reestablish this.
erection with his hand.
It's torture, and I don't want to be tortured. Uh, like I feel like most people can sympathize with that point of view. So
Oh, torture. I mean, I guess.
I mean, like
Henry is confirmed a normie who would not want to be waterboarded. What a beta.
confirmed beta normie.
But
Okay.
do you want
Uh,
to do one? We'll just like alternate through.
yeah. So I was doing some research. I was looking up, historical torture methods, and
Mm-hmm.
so I guess there's like two types of torture. There's one where you try and get information or punish someone,
Mm-hmm.
and there's one where it's like a method just to kill them but painfully.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the latter. It's the brazen bull,
Uh-huh.
which I feel like most people know about. So essentially, it's just this big copper metal hollow bull statue
Mm-hmm.
that someone is placed inside, and like a fire is lit underneath, and they're basically like cooked alive in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like made by the Greeks or something, like some Greek dude over 2,500 years ago, sicko. And the worst part is like, so it had like pipes in it that would lead out to the nose, and so like the person screaming would be like converted into like sound or music. And so I
Mm-hmm.
was thinking this is like a really fucked up French horn,
Uh-huh. Like,
because they just have like some guy yelling and just well, it's like jazz.
I didn't really think of like the French horn as like the first sort of thing. I kind of like thought like what's going through my head is like, was this Greek man the world's first furry?
Because he
Because
was in a he
okay,
was in a bowl. Oh,
yeah, because you made an animal costume. You're in the animal costume,
yeah,
and well, furries are people who make and get inside animal costumes. So could
but
you
our
say that the people who were in the brass bowl were the world's first furries?
it's possible.
It's
I mean,
possible.
I wouldn't I wouldn't rule against it, but I feel like there's like what other sort of animal themed torture devices are there? I think you have one coming up actually. So
Yeah, I do.
yeah, there was some more history associated with this thing. There was like they talked about how like the creator was like he was killed in it, and the guy who like commissioned it was killed in it. But it's like you can't history, you can't trust it. So
Mm-hmm.
nope,
Nope.
nope,
Nope. Nope.
no more history.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's for good. Maybe like the anti furry brigade came around. They tried to like wipe it from history.
Yes, good, good,
Good.
good, good.
You think furry should be wiped out? You want to go on?
I
You want to wage a war to wipe them
it
out?
won't be a war; it'll be a massacre.
Oh, so Henry on record would like to wage a massacre. You're really walking into all of these. I feel like I'm not being very like discreet about leading my questions on here.
I feel like you know this will. I don't think this podcast will help me in any way. I think it can only come back to get me,
Yeah.
and I'm okay with that. So I
Eh,
haven't said anything like too bad. I think.
yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and you could just like no one's gonna like take this out of context anyway, right?
No, of course not. Within context, he'll take it.
Yeah, I mean maybe like 5 years from now, I might say, you know what, I found this cool podcast. It's made by the president of like
America,
America. I was gonna say like Goldman Sachs or something because I think he'd
Goldman
be.
Sachs.
Do you, does Goldman Sachs have a president?
I think probably they're like a company. They have like a leader,
A leader? The
a
president of Goldman
CEO,
Sachs, Henry McMahon, said
25 years
this
old,
one thing.
and they're like, "Cool.
Cool.
That's why we hired him."
Oh, I don't know. I feel like
Goldman Sachs, more like Goldman Nut Sacks. Am I right?
are you gonna if you become the CEO of Goldman Sachs, Are you gonna just make like a giant like brass ball sacks? Because like, okay, you know like the bowl on like Wall Street. Doesn't
Yeah,
that bowl have like full on like nut and like balls and dick and
it's
balls?
got it's got big nuts. Yeah, big ball balls.
But like they just made like this giant brass bowl have dick and balls in the middle of Wall
It's
Street.
anatomically accurate.
I don't think it is anatomically accurate.
Well, it's got balls, doesn't it? That's anatomy.
I mean, fuck, you got a point there. Holy shit.
I mean, like, think
Bro,
about
I
it.
think you're onto something, my guy. I think you're onto something.
Big. So Goldman Sachs should sponsor the Bull sack and just get their logo stamped on it. I think that Bull should just have like companies like stamped onto it.
Like, and they can like take different parts of the bowl. Like you can take like the hind leg.
Yeah.
Henry will be like the tip of the dick.
Okay. What?
Animal torture. I had a couple animal ones. I had
Sicko.
well, why would you say that about me?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
No. Okay, we have to stop here. I'm hurt. I feel like you've just been the worst, one of the worst people to just
I
say
you think I'm one of the worst people?
one of the worst people.
We just talked about a guy who made a bull to burn people alive. And I'm one of the worst?
But that's cool.
Am I worse than that guy?
That's kind of cool though.
Okay, but am I worse than that guy? You gotta tell me. Am I better or worse or equal?
I refuse to answer this question because I feel like it would put our relationship into jeopardy.
You've said enough. You've said all you need to say.
No. I've said nothing. I've said nothing.
Get off your phone. We're recording a podcast here.
I'm looking at like the rat torture that I was going to talk about, Henry.
All right, let's talk about it.
You made me like fuck up the transition. I was like waiting for like the perfect time to transition,
All
and you said
right.
that off your phone.
I'm sorry. I'm off base there. I'm sorry.
You're off base. Damn right,
I'm
you're
off
off
base.
base.
Trying to get to first base, cutie. sorry, Michelle.
Give me a kiss. Okay, I think our viewers have had enough of that.
You're like, get this
Our 3 viewers.
to.
2.
How many did the last one get? It wasn't a lot, right?
I didn't check. I feel like
Check anymore.
I feel like I wouldn't. I'd be less sad.
We should put it on the Reddit podcasts. Like, this is shit.
We should
All right,
we
Reddit.
should put it on our stories and be like, "Hey, yeah, so I noticed I have 500 something people following me, and I only have 8 views here."
Something's not adding up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
maybe
think it's
Spotify
like,
just messed up a little.
I put on my drink blog, and it
Uh-huh.
got a decent spike, but that's timid compared to this. Like, I don't know if I want people listening to this.
Are you
Honestly,
sure?
like, I don't know, just the idea of like some person that I follow on Instagram and like have never talked to, or
Mhm.
like just like, oh, what's this? And they click on it and like they're just hearing me talk about like stamping Goldman Sachs under the Wall Street Bulls nuts. Like, oh, this is the kind of person he is.
But like, you wouldn't want to get to know the kind of person. I feel that's interesting. You're
I'm an
pushing
interesting guy.
boundaries.
I'm pushing society.
You're pushing society to be better, to
I
do
want them
better.
to be better, to do better.
You want them to stamp Wall Street Bulls nutsack.
Wall Street Bulls nutsack needs to be removed.
Oh, you want to castrate it?
Just castrate the bull. Gotta put Wall Street in check.
We're
Can
in
we
a
get that into the Democrats' minds?
like okay.
Mr. Speaker, we need to castrate this bull.
Like
What?
I
The Wall
remember
Street bull.
like with like bulls. Like markets have like bull like there's like a bull market and there's like a bear market.
Yeah.
I saw this thing how like this one news station just said we have a kangaroo market.
Because it's jumping up and down.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck am I?
Literally. I don't even know
It's
if
like,
the
you're calling this a kangaroo market now? I feel like that's like we're gonna have next a fucking orangutan market. He's gonna
might
be
as well
swinging
be.
shit around everywhere.
Sometimes stocks go up, sometimes they go down, and sometimes they go in a loop de loop.
Ooh. Okay, back to the rat torture.
Back to rat torture.
So, like, if you just talk about like rat torture, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. You use rats, you like have them either attack or like eat a person who's alive to torture them, right?
Yeah,
And Henry, you like rats. You like
I'm a
rats.
fan. Yeah.
And I'd say if I were to torture you, this is the way that I'd do it.
Okay, so
So,
turn the things I love against me.
mhm. And
Cool. And that's the real torture.
mhm. Like there's a couple types of rat torture. I might say two types, historical types here. And the first one is so in the Dutch Revolt. There's this one guy named Diederik Sonoy. He was like the ally of William the Silent, and what he did, he took like a pottery bowl, and he
Okay.
filled it with rats. I don't know how
And then he
many.
shook it.
No, no, he put
He
like the
shook it.
bowl on the naked body, open side down on like a person, and
Yeah.
then he put hot charcoal on top of the bowl.
Hot charcoal on the bowl.
And basically, I'm pretty sure this is in Game of Thrones too, kind of. But like
Yeah, it was in the first season
the
or
rats
the
didn't
second
like the
season.
heat, and they just like go like chew through your bowels to escape it.
Oh,
Pretty gory,
yucky. That's
pretty
pretty
gory.
brutal. How many rats do you think?
Um,
Wasn't that in 1984? At
was
like the
it?
end of the book? Yeah, because like Winston, I think his name was the main
I heard
character.
you.
He's
I
like a,
heard like I heard in 1984 you're not supposed to read the book because like books are banned or something, right?
isn't that Fahrenheit 451?
Moving on.
Moving on from books Yash hasn't read.
Yet.
Yash.
Ooh.
They're good. Good book. Um, yeah, that's crazy. No, rats like, because that's like, ooh, little or little, ugh.
And they can't
Because
like
it's
bite
like,
out a lot either, right? It's like nibbles. It's like
I don't know. They can like claw at you, you know.
oh fuck, they can't they?
Yeah.
I don't like the thought of that.
I think once they get in, then they're like, they're in you. Ugh.
Urania. Ooh. It's like a ant like farm except of rats.
I don't think it's like that at all.
I mean, it could be. You never
Could
really
be.
know.
Ant farm, rat farm, and they
Farm
get like a
farm?
snack out of it too. I guess from the rat's point of view, I think they reuse the rats.
Yeah, because I
Whose
feel like
job is
I
it
feel
to
like
like
rats who've
collect the
done it
rats?
again and again would just like get better at it, more
Yeah, true.
efficient.
And like that's like economies of scale. Like the more you do it, like the better they get at it.
But then that means like we can also get like a rat union, right?
Oh, yeah. The
A
rats are like,
reunion
okay, we work from 9 to 5. We get 2 breaks, right? Yeah,
and a lunch break,
a
30
lunch break.
minutes.
Then they torture the rats with smaller rats to punish them. Little mice.
uh, you're late, so now we're gonna put strap like a mouse to your side and make heat the bowl.
All right. That's a good one.
Let's
All
get
right, my next on my list here is the rack.
the rack.
The
Okay.
rack. So the rack is like it's a like a board, and a person
Uh,
is like put on it with their hands above their head and their feet at the bottom, so like they're tied at both ends, right?
mm-hmm.
And then they'll begin to like pull the ropes and like to stretch them out
Mm-hmm.
until I guess like all their bones break or something.
Like dislocate, probably.
Yeah, because it's all your sockets, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the first few like seconds of this device would be like really therapeutic.
Did you want to try, Henry?
Yeah, I do. I just feel like you're getting like a good stretch and like your back like cracks and like oh that's so ooh, 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 right? Like, that's the
Mhm.
transition. But like the first few seconds got to be like kind of nice.
Like, I feel like a lot of these things could be kind of nice. Like,
The
here's the thing.
rats?
Okay, like, okay, here's the thing. It's like some people have like, there's like in like Japan they have like little like ponds, like fish, and you put your feet in the pond, they like eat the stuff off of it.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
have
yeah.
that. I
The
feel
little
like
minnows.
yeah, and I feel like we could like tap into a market here where we have rats like just they can just tickle you a little. It's just a little
A
tickling.
little rat tickle. Yeah,
The waterboarding, I mean, it could just be a very very cool face wash.
put some essential oils in there. They'll go
Hmm.
nuts for it. Yeah,
The rack, it's like a new sort of like physiotherapy chiropractor stuff. I feel like we're on
yeah.
something.
Realign your spine. Yeah, for sure. That's probably
Histor
actually a real thing.
the rack thing.
I'm sure like there's medical applications to it. That
Some
they
guy walks
stretch
into
you
like an
out.
old like dingy castle basement, sees a rack, he's like, you know what? I could use this.
It's like you go to a chiropractor and he takes like a back room and it's like made of like cobblestones and there's like torches on the wall and he's like, okay, today we're just gonna put you in the rack. There's like a guy with like a leather mask on. You're like, is he licensed? Oh yeah, he's licensed
To kill.
to kill. Ah!
James Bond works in a chiropractor shop part time.
A chiropractor shop?
Clinic. Fuck you.
What do you guys at a shop? I went to the doctor's shop. What are you talking about?
Suck my cock.
The surgery shop. Oh, goofy, goofy. All
Goofy
right,
goober.
what do you got? What do you got,
I got tickle torture. Basically,
bro?
this
Excuse me,
includes two your favorite things. One, tickling. Two, feet. Okay?
shut up.
What do you mean, shut up?
Those aren't just two of my favorite things. Those are my two favorite things.
Like, okay. Oh,
And when you put them together,
uh huh.
magic. It's magic, right?
Yeah, I
Little.
mean, could it be magic? Okay, so, um, I don't know the exact time period for this, but what they
Okay.
do is in like Rome, they'd like put salt water and like salt on your foot, right?
Yeah.
And then they bring a goat in, and
Oh.
they like strap you to the table. I'm like acting this out, and you have like your feet, and then once like the
Oh,
salt on
get
your feet,
your fucking feet out of the camera.
I know you fucking like it,
Fuck off.
but okay, they like put salt on your foot, and apparently goats like salt,
Yeah, like a
so
salt lick, right? Little
yeah,
salt cubes.
so like the goat would just be like licking, like, "Ugh, ugh, ugh." But you'd be thinking,
What a goat sound like? Brr.
"Meh."
And you're like,
Well, like I don't think you know it though, because like goats have barbed tongues. I'm pretty sure, right?
bro, what? A barbed tongue for what reason?
Um, I'm pretty sure they do.
I probably.
It's like a
I
cat
saw
tongue.
this
They
one.
have like
I
prickles
saw
on it.
this one too, and it's like, yeah, you keep going.
Sorry, I was looking at a picture of like a cat's tongue. That shit, like a tiger's tongue. That shit's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, well, tigers also are terrifying, but
Their tongues.
their tongues, especially, that's what does it for me.
But like, just imagine just getting tickled to death. Could that happen?
That's not. I thought it's like when they keep doing it and like it like rips the skin off you.
Yeah, because I mean, if you lick something enough, it's like licking a lollipop, except you're a goat licking someone's foot.
I think like when you lick a lollipop a lot, doesn't your tongue get hurt? Doesn't the
Uh,
goat get tired?
Maybe they like swap goats out. I don't know.
Okay, they could swap the goats out, yeah.
I feel
But
like
why
the
does
goat
it
would
keep
just want to be
licking
there for.
though?
It just really likes
Do
salt.
they reapply salt? Salt's a
Yeah.
wound though. It's gotta
Oh
hurt
yeah.
though.
It's like once it like runs out, they put more salt on. So obviously it hurt
Oh,
more.
I thought that like the goat is just too stupid and it just keeps licking a foot.
No, you
Which
fuck.
in real case, the goat's the real idiot here.
Not the person who's been strapped to like the table and getting their toes licked.
The goat's in a close second for sure.
Wow, Henry, next time you suck toes, you're gonna like put salt on like the foot. Like, try that stuff for yourself, Henry.
Told you that in confidence.
Henry, just get a salt shaker, put it on your foot, and like put your like big toe in your mouth and keep on licking it. And let me know if it works or not.
Get a
You know if you
salt.
chafe a little.
Sound of the toe coming out of my mouth.
No.
Yummy.
Yummy, yummy.
Yummy, yummy, my tummy. That's kind of fun though. Goats.
Goats. I mean, goats are
That
fun.
one's got so you got two animal ones in a row.
Yeah.
Okay, for my third torture, this is called the pear of anguish, like pear, like the
Oh.
fruit, the pear of anguish,
Oh no, this
and
one.
it's a metal device that is inserted into the anus, and then once it's in there, I don't think it'll be nice going in. They're probably not. They probably don't warm you up.
I've like when I was like reading about this and I saw like a photo and it's like spiked.
It's spiked on the outside,
Yeah. Like,
bro. What? Ooh. Regardless, like I don't. This is obviously doesn't go in easy, and then once it's in there, it like begins to they twist like a lever or like a screw, and it
mhm.
like expands. Oh god. Ugh. Which I'm sure, like you're already bleeding. I'm sure, and then it's just worse, and you probably just bleed to death. But like, why?
I mean,
What's the reason?
oh, apparently it's also using like the mouth though. In just any orifice.
You only got like, oh, even like, oh,
It was used in the anus for homosexuals, mouth for liars and blasphemers and stuff. Ew.
in the mouth.
I mean, I
How
guess
could you? I
God,
said, how could you get in there?
stop. I don't like that image. But
My
like
mouth is
that's
big enough for that.
fucked. I mean,
It's fucked.
I mean,
Torture is fucked, eh?
can't you like put a raccoon in your ass? Isn't that like scientifically possible?
What? What? No, a
It's
raccoon?
it's on like Reddit a lot. It's like your ass can expand a certain amount, and a raccoon can fit through a certain hole. So therefore,
An
your ass can.
octopus could probably, since octopi can get in as big as their beak, it could probably get in you.
I mean, cats can do that with their head too, right?
But the cat's head's pretty big though. It can get into how big its like neck is, right? Or its skull.
I think so. Oh yeah,
But
here.
that's like anything though. Anything can get into something that's as big as its skull. Right?
Yeah, here it is. Like the human rectum can stretch up to 9 inches without tearing. A raccoon
Nine
can fit through
inches
holes
in
that are 6
diameter?
inches or wider. So technically,
Like
a raccoon could fit up your arse.
in diameter?
I don't think it says in diameter.
Well, you said up to 9 inches. What else would it be in? That's crazy. You could like, whoa.
You can
That's
get. Ew. I don't like this
why a raccoon? Why was that their choice? Why not a cat?
because I think a raccoon can just fit in smaller holes. They are trash pandas, after all.
Hmm.
I mean, would you rather have a cat up your ass or a raccoon? Real talk.
I think it wouldn't matter. They both
Yeah,
have
you have to choose
claws.
one. You have to choose
I
one.
think a cat. There's a chance that the cat has been like declawed, so I'd probably pick the cat just on like the probability there.
So you choose a cat to go up your ass.
Yeah, just because maybe it doesn't have claws, but the raccoon like there's not many like domesticated raccoons, right? So
Mhm. Okay. Now you mentioned octopus. Would you rather have a raccoon or a cat up your ass, or sorry, no, a raccoon up your ass or an octopus?
an octopus probably. Well, they're actually aren't there pucker like the little things there that have like spikes in them, right?
What?
Maybe a cat again. Maybe a raccoon this time.
A raccoon up your ass. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. I'll keep this in
What,
mind
like a
for later.
small? Is it alive?
They're alive, yeah.
Oh, gross.
We don't want. Okay, we should probably stop because I don't think you want PETA on this podcast.
The PU stinks in. Yuck.
Oh god, you didn't need to do that. You really
I
didn't
had
need to do that.
I had to.
Oh. Um.
Get me out of here.
Why is it so dark in here?
Ugh.
I'm gonna say something. I'm like, I don't think I want to say that. I don't think I want to
Wait,
think
so if the raccoon's in my butt, what could fit in the raccoon's butt?
it. Oh yeah, okay. I mean,
like a little gerbil? A hamster?
you're gonna put a gerbil up a raccoon's ass and put a raccoon up your ass. Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah. Gonna nest it. Like a
It's like,
Russian doll.
like what goes up the gerbil? Fuck, I don't like this. I really don't
And
like.
I'll go inside like a whale or something.
Do whales have like assholes?
Of course they're everyone's got that. Yeah. They're mammals.
I was gonna like search it up. I don't think I want to see a whale asshole.
Are they mammals?
Yeah, they are. Henry,
Yeah,
can you
right?
search? Can you double check this? I don't want to search up whale asshole on my phone.
They have to. They're creatures of the sea. A whale asshole. Can a human fit inside a whale's asshole?
Wait, was that a search thing?
Yeah, read it again. Let's see. Um, not the average male size, but someone a bit shorter.
Mm-hmm. So
But can
you
a
would be able
whale?
to
Maybe images. I don't know. There's no good pictures.
of a whale's
But
asshole.
you'd have to think like, that's tough to say. But if
I
a
mean, would you
whale,
try?
I
Okay.
could probably fit inside a whale vagina because they give birth to such big animals.
Are they ever really that big at birth, though? I feel like baby whales are probably
Aren't they?
small.
They gotta be, like, or else they'd lose them pretty easily.
You'll lose your whale in the ocean.
It's the motion of the ocean. Okay.
If a rich man would give you $50,000 to go up a whale asshole, would you?
Isn't that just what a marine biologist is?
But you're being paid to do it. Would you do
Yeah,
it?
like a marine biologist.
So no, you're Henry as you are now.
Okay, not a marine biologist.
So would you still try and go up the whale's asshole?
Oh, that seems pretty invasive on the whale.
It could be a beef.
I wouldn't want to do that to the whale.
Like the whale ate like the really rich guy's ring, and you have to like go up its asshole into its stomach.
Why couldn't we just wait till it comes out?
It's
Why wouldn't I
dead.
just
It's a
go
dead
in the
beach.
whale's mouth?
Well, you can't because the whale's mouth is covered.
Right. Okay. Maybe. Yeah. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
How do I
Depends
get
on
out?
the day
How do I
after.
breathe?
You have to like push yourself out.
Oh, gross.
I don't like how long
That
it's been on
sounds.
this.
Yeah. Let's keep going. Do you have another one?
Yeah, I do.
Let's hear it. Let me hear it.
It's a bit more recent, I think.
Oh yeah.
It's called white torture,
Oh.
and it's basically sensory deprivation and isolation. And what they do is they put the prisoner into like a white soundproof room, and everything that the whale like the prisoners given, like their clothes, their food, utensils, everything is white. And then like the guards wear padded shoes so they don't make any noise either. And the only thing they
So
could hear is them talking to themselves. The lighting's designed that there's no shadows. And
where is this done?
Apparently, it's been done in Iran. Yeah, it's been done in Iran.
Iran.
A form of it has been done in the U.S. and apparently Venezuela.
Really?
But the most documented ones are in the Iran. So like uh apparently this one guy Amir Fakhravar, he was tortured for 8 months in 2004. It's like he's on political prisoners, and
Damn, that's heavy.
like they deprive sleep by having lights on all the time, right? But apparently you get given like threats as well, and it just makes you believe anything.
I would believe anything if I was in a room for 8 months, you know?
Like
So what kind of food are they given though?
just white food,
White, like what? Like mashed potatoes?
probably mashed potatoes, like white bread,
Rice? Rice is
rice.
white. Bread.
They could just use a lot of food coloring or paint if they really want to.
I guess if they really wanted to.
Like, here's like, okay, this is like one person said, since I left Evan, I have not been able to sleep without sleeping pills. It is terrible. The loneliness never leaves you long after you're free. Every door that is closed on you, this is why we call it white torture. They get what they want without having to hit you. They know enough information about you to control the information you get. They make you believe that the president has resigned, that they've told they have your wife, and that someone you trust has told lies about you. You begin to break, and once you break, they have control, and then you begin to confess.
Jesus.
Like this, I can't find like the quote here, but this one other guy said that he couldn't remember his mother's face anymore.
Bro, that's like
That's kind of
that's not
fucked up.
that's not cool. That's not cash money.
Would you do it? Would you like do white
Why
torture
would
for like
I do that?
for a week for $50,000?
Yeah, for a week? I could do a week.
2 weeks for 60,000.
Okay, so 2 weeks and I get 10K extra? No. You set a baseline of 50K a week, buddy. I'm clocking in.
Fine for 100,000 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Now it takes 3 weeks to make a habit, so let's go straight to 4 weeks for 200,000. But you only get it
Uh,
if you go the full 4 weeks.
I could try.
And if you don't succeed, you owe like 50K.
What?
Oh,
I
okay.
gotta pay money to be
Okay,
tortured?
wait. If you if you make it past 3 weeks, you don't have to pay the 50,000. If you make it to four, you get 200K.
Man, I don't know. I couldn't
I don't
try.
really know how it works, but I feel like that's kind of like interesting though. Like, here's the thing:
Wasn't that
all of the other tortures we talked about, they're physical, and I feel that in 2020 we don't need to physically hurt other people. We're
we
past that.
progress past the need for violence?
I mean, I
Now
don't
we
think
just
torture is so
inflict
violent.
emotional terror on these people.
It's like whenever like we'd be living together, and then I you scare me. Don't look like that. Stop making that face in the pod. It looks like the Momo thing in the one viral.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm no Momo. I'm Go Go. I'm Loco Go Go. Bro.
Whoa, loco go go, bro.
All right.
Sorry, brother.
My next torture. This one I like. This one caught me right away. It's called the Shin Crusher. Crusher. And
Mhm.
this is a 18th used as late as the 18th century in Germany and Austria
Mhm.
against some group. I don't know who. And now Steve from Relics from the Dark Side on YouTube, who is a really cool looking guy, has got like sunglasses and like a sick goatee.
Uh-huh.
He told me about the Shin Crusher in his video, not me personally. I don't know Steve. And essentially, it's like these two metal plates, like these round metal plates that you put on your shin, or no,
Mm-hmm.
you don't. Someone puts them on your shin, and then they're screwed together, and the inside has a bunch of these little metal rods, these blunt metal rods,
Mm-hmm.
and they slowly screw it, and the two pieces are brought together around your shin, and it just crushes your bones.
So like from the side.
Yeah, from like the front and the back.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like imagine a tube, and you cut the tube vertically,
Uh-huh.
and then the tube is like it's hollow, and in the inside has a bunch of little metal rods, and then
Mm-hmm.
that tube is put around your leg, your shin, your lower leg, and they slowly squeeze you. They squeeze you.
That's like the type of torture like fucking IKEA would do. Build your own torture
IKEA?
device. Because like
Oh,
you gotta like screw stuff in, right?
yeah, yeah. It's like all the work you got to do.
It's like when you're like putting together like IKEA furniture and you gotta like screw like the two wooden pieces together.
I know.
And like fuck.
Yeah, that one seemed pretty. Yeah, your bones, crushing your bones, man. Bro, my bones. I need those.
It'd be like a regular old flat Stanley sort of deal. Is this canon for Flat Stanley? Like I know he fell from like was it a billboard falling on him?
No, it was like a poster in his room or something, or a poster board.
Oh yeah, postword. Okay, yeah, because I was talking to a friend about this before, and we are like looking at the Flat Stanley covers, and there's
Yeah.
a lot of them, but like I
Now,
think like
wasn't like Flat Stanley like a subset of like the Stanley series that just
was
did
it?
well? I think there was just like I think, well, if they have to say Flat Stanley, wasn't there like just like a Stanley book?
Um, I don't. I think it was always just he was flat.
He wasn't always, but he's like, because he got, like they would like fix it, and then like obviously like to get the series going, he's flattened again.
Mm-hmm.
They flattened him again, as if the poor man hadn't been through enough, being flattened the first time, reduced to a piece of paper. Now he's been flattened again and again.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at this. Fuck, eh? Like
What,
God,
the Shin Crusher or Flat Stanley? What are you looking at?
Flat Stanley.
Oh,
Like I remember there's this one image that's been in my mind for years, like since I've been young. And like Flat Stanley's kind of like terrifying looking. But it's this one
he's kind of terrifying looking.
his eyes are devoid of feeling. But like I remember this one book cover where he's like the sail for a sailboat and I was just like fuck.
Yeah, like what are you doing to my boy Flat Stanley?
Flat Stanley has
Do
rights.
you remember the Flat Stanley Project?
The what?
Dude, I remember this.
Oh, you're reading out a question. What?
The Flat Stanley Project? I remember doing this. Where you drew you colored in like a little Flat Stanley, and then you send it like around the world.
Sorry. I, I'm reading like some uh some of the reviews. One is from Alexis Ian Canon Zinato. I'm now terrified of bulletin boards now. Not only will it be flat when crushed, but I may never do aerobics again. 0 out of 10.
Aerobics? This book was published in 1964.
I didn't think it was this old, was it?
56 years old.
I was going through a hard. This is Aaron Muscott. I was going through a hard time in life. My left toe just fell off, and I was stranded in the Amazon jungle. That's when I discovered Flat Stanley. Flat
But
Stanley
his
saved
left
my
toe had
darkest time.
fallen off?
Yeah,
What?
Flat Stanley.
What happened?
It's in the Amazon. Maybe it was eaten by like. Um,
A
did that
goat?
us?
A goat licked it off?
Yeah, a goat licked his toe off in the fucking Amazon. Now I'm
Oh
rich
god.
and I have hella clout. NBD. Anywho, I owe it all to my guy, Flat Stanley.
Why is this guy flexing in the Amazon reviews?
The audience reviews for Google saying how Flat Stanley turned his life together. This is like the new Ty Lopez. 3 easy tricks to turning your life around. Number 1, take a
Read
bulletin
flat to
board.
stand low. Flatten
Oh,
yourself
flatten your
like a
mind.
pancake. Boom.
Boom. Alright. We
You're
should probably
flattened.
we should probably talk about our tortures that we're gonna make.
Mm.
It's like what, 50 minutes? We really talked
Yeah,
about torture, didn't we?
we really got into it.
I mean, we didn't talk about your favorite torture, cock and
Let's
ball torture
call it CBT as we call it in the community here.
in your community.
Yeah, my community. We like to use acronyms so we can talk about it in public, you know? Yeah, I just CBT'd with my DT
Tiny
DTP
dick tire.
dick dick tummy monkey. I don't know.
But okay, so I have like you're a friend. You both of us like Game of Thrones. Was what I was trying to say before I had
I,
a semi stroke.
you could say that, yeah. But waiting for 9 years for the book, so that's fun.
Yeah, and you've seen the show. You felt the disappointment that was season 8. So
Yeah.
my torture, you get a man who really likes the show, and you just hit him in the head really really hard until he forgets about season 8, and then you make
Yeah.
him watch it. And then after he watches it, you hit him really hard again, and then make him watch it again.
But is it really torture if like he doesn't know he's seen it before? Why
Maybe
wouldn't you just make him watch it again and again without making him forget? Wouldn't that be worse?
it's about sending the message, okay?
Oh, it's about sending a message. Okay, fair.
Yeah, and maybe you can give him some smelling salts after to make him remember everything.
That's not what smelling salts do.
Some like healing essential
Why
oils.
would a smell? They just wake you up, don't they? They make you remember stuff.
Maybe, I don't know.
That's smelling salts on my final exam. Like, you ever seen videos of people like smelling those things?
No.
They like take one small whiff and it just hits them because they're apparently they're like super intense.
Don't you have this like really like white? There's like this white fine smelling salt you kind of like sniff sometimes off the table. You
So
know,
not the table, off people.
off people. Oh yeah,
Yeah, the bathroom counter,
yeah.
car keys, whatever. Yeah,
Wow, it's a cool one.
yeah. So my torture, I went to the sort of like Greek punishment afterlife torture.
Mm-hmm.
So like Sisyphus and others.
Mm-hmm.
So in this one, you have to stand next to your mom as she catches up with an old friend in the grocery store,
Uh huh.
for eternity,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just kind of there, like, just like nothing. You can't do anything. You're like, "Hey, mom, can we? Hey, I'm talking, honey." You're like, "Okay, okay, okay."
And like you try and like go
Forever.
somewhere else, and you're like called back, so you
Yeah, you
can't go
can't
too
leave.
far. God, that
You
would
just
be the
cannot leave.
worst.
That
That'd
would be
be the
pretty
worst.
pretty tough stuff, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Not a fan.
Not a fan of your
Not a
mom
fan.
talking in the grocery store.
No, I shove all day. I'll be there. I'd be happy to help. I'm happy to be there.
I remember one time I was in the grocery store and I was like a pretty fucking stupid kid. And I was like following my mom around and she was like, "Where's your
Was?
blackjack?" Hey, Henry, shut the fuck
Hey,
up.
all right.
That was mean of you. I might just
I'm
cry.
sorry.
Just shit my pants and cry tonight.
You're gonna shit your pants, maybe? Maybe sometime? Maybe?
Henry, we gotta keep this PG. You can't say the C word.
Cry?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna beep? You gonna beep?
Beep.
Beep beep
Beep, 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 beep.
You can't say that on air.
You beep.
But okay, so like I was like walking, and I thought it'd be like really cool if I just like only looked down the entire time I was at the grocery store. So I was like following my mom from like my peripheral vision, following like this black jacket. Okay, don't make that face at me. And I'm
I'm
like,
just listening to your story.
and
I'm enthralled.
and I'm just like walking around
Yeah.
through the grocery store, and then at one point I like decide to like tug on like the jacket to like, get my mom's attention, and then the person looks back, and I look up, and it's not my mom. Apparently, halfway through, I start following some like random old like lady
And
around the
she's just
store.
wondering who this little kid is following her, not even looking at her.
It's like the fucking weeping angels from like Doctor Who, except like I don't know how tall kids are, but like short Indian child, you know.
Just looking at the ground, just following you. You're like, oh Jesus Christ!
Why won't he stop? What does he want from me?
What do you want from me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, when I was a kid, I shit on the floor once by accident.
Okay, what? I,
I
out of
was
all
so
things,
I
I
was
don't think
like,
I've ever shat my pants, Henry.
no, I didn't shit my pants. I shit on the floor.
Oh, I don't think that makes it any better.
I was trying. So I was like 5 or like I was like 4 years old, I think.
Uh-huh.
My brother was having a bath, and my parents are both in the washroom with him, right?
Uh-huh.
And in my mind, I was like, okay. So she was like sitting is like sitting on the toilet, not like using it, just like sitting there. And I was like, okay, what can I do? So my plan was to like poop, but like flip it onto my back, and then walk it to the to the toilet. And so what I did, I'm in plain view of everybody. I just squat and I just shit on the floor. And they just right in front of them, I just go. I'm like 4 years old, butt ass naked.
Oh my fucking! And you're saying I was a dumb fucking kid, motherfucker out here, just like in the middle. Was that okay? Was this at least in the washroom? Or was it in like the living room?
No, I was in a hallway.
It's like the hallway.
It was
It's like
carpet.
sit on carpet. No.
I don't know what I was thinking. Like in my mind, it's like I can like get this on my back somehow.
What?
And even then, how's that better?
Like maybe shitting in your hands, but like your back.
Shit in my hands. Nope. Just
What?
pop a squat.
Boop. God, my head hurts. Fuck.
You're welcome.
I don't like. I'm just now. I don't think I'm happy that I know that you shat your pants before.
No, I didn't
Shat
shit
the
my
floor.
shit
Sorry,
on the floor.
shat on the floor.
I think one
Yo,
time
I can't wait. Next
in
time
like
you're introducing yourself, right? You'll be okay. Here's the plan. Set scene. We're at your house. You're very successful, and you're having like a dinner party where like all the executives of your company are in, right?
yeah,
A networking party, and there's like some business partners from like Japan, right?
Japan, yeah.
Yeah, and they're like coming to like meet you for this business deal, and then by like some mistake you decide to like invite me, and like we'll be like in a hallway and we're just having small talk. I'm like, hey Henry, remember that one time you shat yourself in like a hallway?
I didn't shit myself though.
And then okay, this is the scene. It's okay. So we're at the party now, and
I
like
was like 4.
it's like, but you shat yourself.
I didn't shit myself. I shit on the floor. That's a big difference, okay?
But
Big difference.
you yourself shat.
Huge difference. But I didn't shit myself. Myself shitted. But I was not shitting myself.
So like, what we're having this discussion on like what
Important distinction.
qualifies shitting yourself, and then like the Japanese ambassadors like look over and he's he like he's just staring at you because now he knows you're the type of person to shit on the floor if you need to.
Is that a good thing? It's like he'll get the job done.
I mean, was your form good? Maybe the last.
No, I don't know. I thought I was gonna get on my back, but first of all, like, that's not even a good plan. I can't even like think about. I don't want to think about it. Like, I don't know how that happened.
Bring it up. It's like people shit out just shit in India a lot.
Whatever. I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny. Just trying to add some humor to a comedic podcast.
A comedic podcast. Yo, I'm so happy you find this podcast funny. You know, because that really boosts my self-esteem. When my good friend
Yeah,
Henry watches.
you're a funny guy. You deserve all the praise.
You know what? You're a funny guy too, even if you shat the floor.
I didn't shat the floor.
You literally just said you didn't shit yourself. You shat on the floor.
That's on the floor. I didn't shit the floor.
We were like talking about in the bit, like the details, but now I'm getting kind of tilted. You shat the floor.
I didn't shit the floor.
No, I didn't see you shitting out the floor. You shat the floor because you say you shit the toilet.
No one says they shit the toilet. No one says that.
Okay, maybe no one does say that, but it made sense in my head. You can
just
say you
learn when you just accept that you're wrong.
No,
and we can both move on from this low point in my life.
To some people, that's the lowest point. To other people, that's the highest point.
I peaked. That was my peak.
Maybe you should try shitting on the floor now and seeing what the difference is.
Can I get on my back this time?
Maybe if you like all you have to do is like twerk a little and then you can flip it back up.
That was my plan, like to flip it on there. How would that even work? Maybe it was like a handstand. I don't know.
Can you do a handstand? Do you have the upper body strength for that?
No. Maybe. I don't know if it's a balance though.
Yeah, I've
been doing lots of push-ups, so I'm kind of like ripped now or whatever. I'm like Martin Shkreli. I can do 13 in a row.
I love that man.
Martin Shkreli.
Fuck. What are we at?
We're at like an hour.
2 minutes. Fuck.
Let's cap it.
We spent like 8 minutes talking about you shitting the floor.
Whatever.
But
best 8 minutes of this podcast.
Best 8 minutes of every podcast, baby. No, I just want to say I'm very proud of you for being so brave and just opening up about shitting the floor.
I mean, I feel like I've told you this. I must have said that story once before.
Nope.
That's the story. I love that. That's really.
Yeah, no, this is the first time you told me about the time
I haven't thought about that in a while, actually. I got other stories I can tell you later.
Well, maybe we can talk about this on the next episode. Dumb childhood stories.
Okay. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's like a self-expose.
An expose.
Cancel culture. We're gonna cancel culture our like childhood selves.
I'm gonna get ahead of it.
But I guess
I can't be canceled.
This is it, Henry. You can't exist now because you got canceled. We retroactively canceled the 8.
Spill that tea, sister.
Henry. Floor shitter. Right.
Floor shitting even canceled.
It'll be called Shitgate.
Shitgate. All right, we're gonna cap it off here. Thank you so much for joining us this week on the Mostly Mediocre podcast on a Saturday night. Bit of a different time, but we gotta do what we gotta do. So, sounds good. All right, peace out.
Peace out. Subscribe, share.
Like, subscribe, shit on the floor, whatever.
Shit on the floor. We love you.
Right. Peace out.